Hunter is with us in Greenville, South Carolina. Hi, Hunter. How are you?
Right now I'm nervous because I didn't think that I would actually get through today. How are you guys?
Well, we're honored to speak with you. How can we help?
Yeah. So I come from a family where financial literacy wasn't really taught. We didn't talk about money. We saw parents put everything on credit cards, live on debt, paycheck to paycheck. That changed when my husband and I got married. We went through the baby steps. We paid off all of our debt 2 years ago, and we're currently saving for a house down payment right now.
Good for you. You broke the chains.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my sisters are all still kind of stuck in that, living paycheck to paycheck, living in debt. And we find ourselves constantly bailing them out. And even today, one of my sisters called me in tears asking for money, and they're in a really deep hole. And so, of course, this is the third time we've bailed her out and given $1,500 over the last 3 months to some of my sisters to bail them out. And so I'm just trying to find the balance of, like, when's enough? Is it okay to put stipulations when you're giving money to family? Like, hey, I'm going to give you this, but, like, I want to sit down and do a budget with you. Or is, like, that overstepping? I don't know. It's kind of my question. I'm looking for advice and guidance.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
How many sisters? 3?
I have 3 sisters, 2 older sisters and 1 younger sister.
Okay.
Hunter, I'll let Dave answer the back end of this, but it sounds like you're giving money less because they need it and more you feel like you have to. Whether that's from a place of guilt, you quote unquote got out, or you just feel like it's your job. Am I right?
I would say that's true. I definitely come from, like, an emotionally manipulative family.
Okay.
I don't really have too much to do with, like, my parents and things like that too much anymore. And I don't know, I guess I feel a sense of responsibility for them because, like, I see where we were kind of let down and I found a way out, I guess maybe. I don't know. I don't want to see them struggle.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Well, nobody wants to see somebody they love struggle, and at the same time, you can't help her be in better shape by running her miles for her.
Yeah.
You can help with a workout plan. You can call and check up on her and see how her workouts are going. Y'all can run together, but
She won't lose weight when you don't eat.
That's right. You can't run her miles for her. So my recommendation, and this is not for everybody, this is just listening to you, is that you and your husband stop. Cut it off. And that may be an email that says we're no longer going to support in this way. But right now you need to get okay with you, and you're not there yet. And letting that money leave to try to help you is different than I see a need, I'm going to go meet that need. Right now you're trying to meet your own needs, right? And then Dave, you've taught me a lot about stipulation. It's your money to give, right? You can put whatever stipulation on it you want to because it's your money.
You have absolutely zero moral or spiritual obligation for a sibling who is misbehaving.
Yeah.
None. I set you free right now. It's not your job.
Yeah.
It's not your job.
Yeah. It's hard to watch.
It's very hard to watch people you love be stupid.
Yeah.
And hurt themselves.
They, like, just bought a house. They just bought a house, and, like, they came to me for advice on making their budget to buy the house, and I was like, look, I really don't think this is in y'all's budget, because before when we bailed them out, we did, I sat down with her.
So they
and
went
helped her with the
against your
budget.
advice and bought something they couldn't afford, and then last week they came to you for money.
Yeah. Well, today they came to me for money, but yeah.
Did you give it to them today?
I did send her money today, and I told them, I was like, oh, I want to sit down with both of you guys this time because, like, you can't do it on your own. Like, you and your husband have to be in on this. Yeah. And he doesn't see the need to sit down. So
he doesn't have one because you keep giving money.
Yeah, she doesn't have a need to sit down.
Yeah, that's true.
So not because it's the right thing to do morally, but because you are a classic enabler.
Yeah.
Enablers don't put stipulations on giving a drunk a drink. Okay? Now, there's nothing morally wrong with giving the guy who says we'll work for food money at the corner because he's in a hard time. That's fine. But if we wanted to love him better, we would stop, take the time, which takes more time to love someone well. It's more inconvenient. And we would walk him over to McDonald's and buy him a meal. if he would go.
Yeah.
If he really will work for
tell
food.
us what's going on.
He may just flip you off and tell you to get off his corner. But in which case, you know, I think we found out the real deal, right? Which it's some of both when the guy's standing out there with a sign. And so you want to love people that are hurting well, but loving them well does require stipulations. It does require boundaries, not for you and not because it's the law, but because what is good for her. What you've been doing has not been good for her. You've been financing her crazy butt life. That's not been good for her. You've been giving a drunk a drink. You've been harming your sister. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, oh no, definitely makes sense.
Yeah,
for
your lack of courage to say no or not put stipulations on this because you felt somehow you felt better if you just gave her money and she would go away without any kind of a conflict or without any kind of her mother's manipulation, your mother's manipulation coming out of your sister's mouth directed at your forehead. You didn't want to deal with all that, and so you cheaped out and gave her money.
And so make no mistake, when you draw this boundary,
she's going to be pissed.
She's going to come run and bang up against that boundary and see if it holds.
Yep.
And you are going to, I can't believe you're doing this to us. We hate you. Oh, you're Miss Goody Two-Shoe. Oh, you're Miss Rich
You've got
now.
it all figured out. Yeah, you forgot your raisin.
Expect all of that. And the pain and that
Family's
hurt.
first. What's wrong with you? I can tell now that you married him.
Right.
You're going to hear all this bull crap. Redneck bull crap. I can hear it right now.
Doesn't mean it's wrong. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can say that because I know it well personally. Okay, so not putting somebody down, not you anyway. So anyway, this is what's going to happen. The same stuff that you distance yourself from your parents is what's going to happen when you draw this boundary. Now, what you can do though is just be loving and kind and gentle, and say, "I would love to help you when you complete Financial Peace University, and I get to see the budget that you two are doing together. If I can participate in some of your getting out of debt process and you're getting in control, we'll try to do that. I am no longer going to give you money without you having done that, though." Or what John said is okay, too. Just to make sure you first get whole and you're doing this from strength, just say, "You know what? I would if I could, but I can't right now. I don't feel good about the way this is going. I feel bad. I feel like I'm bringing you harm, and I just can't do it anymore. I'm so sorry. I love you, but I just can't give you money."
Yeah.
And if she says, "Well, if you really love me, you give me money." Well, listen, if you have to buy your relationship, that's called prostitution.
True.
It's not a real relationship.
Yeah.
And so, that's the deal. So if she puts a boundary on you that says the only way we have a relationship is money, then we know how things do it. So.
And after you get your house, you save up for your house, you get it paid off. You get your down payment ready to rock and roll. Then you might be in a place to say, okay, let's sit down and have this conversation. But you need to heal from the inside out, too.
Yeah, it's okay to say no, and you really, really need to.